Happy holidays, everybody. This year I have a really special gift for you because this year I'm celebrating the launch of a new channel called The Off-Grid Guru. This channel is going to follow me on my adventures this year in experimental housing, dome houses, fairy houses, cabin builds, and Earthships, so be sure to check it out. So whether you're already living the off-grid dream or dreaming of the off-grid life, stay tuned and see how you can build your own off-grid gingerbread house.
Season's greetings!
Hey everybody, this is Eric Facinis, the Off-Grid Guru, and this year I am in the North Pole being joined by a Christmas elf. We're about to make you a gingerbread Earthship house.
Can't afford to live in your own Earthship? Us either. Why not bake your own at home and pretend you live inside it like a tiny gingerbread person?
For those of you who followed me in my project, the Earthship Model Kit, funded on Kickstarter in 2016, I created a template for making a gingerbread Earthship house, which some of you have created and sent in your photos. This year, I'm going to be using a new recipe, and I've updated the template to make it a little bit bigger to add room for some glass bottle brick details. So we're going to see how that goes. So you're going to need the Earthship gingerbread template, which you can download for free in the description, as well as the gingerbread recipe. This year we are turning to
National Treasure Mary Berry. This is a UK recipe, so everything is measured out by weight rather than in cups.
But I think we'll manage to post a recipe for those of you who are trying to use cups and drive on the other side of the road. And then for the windows, we are going to be using these hard candies or boiled sweets and crushing them up in a mortar and pestle and then popping them in the oven so that they liquefy and make some really cool transparent effects. So hopefully that goes well, and we're gonna see. Let's get baking!
Let's do it! Cheers!
This is a special type of gingerbread house which is modeled after a fully self-sufficient home. So it's a home that captures its own rainwater, reuses the water 5 times within the house. It has solar power, sometimes they have wind power. You grow your own food, so a complete off-grid in every way homestead, essentially. The back berm refers to the dirt that's around the home because the home is buried on 3 sides, buried with dirt. And the berm is the slope that goes up behind the house, the dirt that piles up on it. The front face, these are all the windows. The side berms is the dirt on the side. And then on the roof here, we have both the solar panels and the skylights. And then these little pieces, you'll see where they come into play later. So it is a little bit complicated, and that's why I'm going to show you how to put it all together right now.
Step number 1 is to preheat your oven to 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. Step number 2, we're going to melt the butter or butter alternative, sugar and syrup together in a pan.
Alright, and then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda and 2 tablespoons of mixed spice. Alright, and then you're going to make a well in the center of the flour, and we are going to unite our forces by joining the butter-sugar mixture into the flour.
So now you want to mix it up, and then when it is cool enough to handle, knead it into a dough. Be big, not for doggies, sorry.
Once the dough is cooled off a little bit and you've kneaded it into a dough, then yeah, we'll put it on the side. And then we're going to work on the templates. We're going to take the 6 templates that we printed out in order to form our gingerbread house. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these out. We're also going to transfer them onto some scrap cardboard. So any cardboard will do. I just have this Diet Coke box. Tape them onto here and then cut them out of cardboard so that we can place them onto the rolled out gingerbread and cut out the forms.
Okay, so now we're taking baking paper to put down on our sheet pans so that we can start rolling out our dough.
Alright. So the next step is going to be taking our templates and cutting them out of the dough. So I found that the dough is best rolled out at about 1/2 centimeter or 1/8 inch thick. Then I put it in the freezer for a little while just to get it cold. When it gets warm, it's hard to work with it. So I wanted to start off with this piece and just show you my plan for cutting the holes out for the windows and for the bottle brick wall, which we're going to try. So we're going to put our template on the dough, and we're going to use the pizza cutter and go right along the edge of the cardboard. And then you're going to take your excess pieces and put them back in the bowl to reuse them. Okay, and the side wall is going to be made twice, so I'm going to use the same template again. Get a little space between them so that when they're baking, they don't get stuck together. I'm going to use a ruler to draw the line here. So I'm just going to get the ruler where it is and make a line. That way I know where the other piece goes, which you can see in the instructions manual. And I also want to see where my door is, so I'm going to measure about 1.5 inches up, and I'm going to take a pen, and I'm just going to draw my door in. So I'm going to do a little door like this. You can do whatever door you want. If you've ever made a normal gingerbread house where you melt candies down and make the windows out of glass, I'm going to see if this works to make a glass bottle brick wall. And so I've come up with the idea of using a straw or a pen. This template is based off of a size of a pen. So I'm going to unscrew the pen, and I'm going to get the little straw tube that comes off of the pen. Alright.
Yeah.
And I've got a big straw I'm going to use to make a big round window on the door.
Our oven is preheated to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to put our cookies in and bake them for 7 to 8 minutes. Then we're going to take them out, and the ones that need windows will get the candy put in, and then they go back in for 3 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to make our glass for our windows, and we're using Fox's Glacier Mints and Glacier Fruits. You can get them here in the UK. But what you're looking for is just any sort of clear candy like that. Now, the most effective way to do this, to crush them up, is to put them in a mortar and pestle and just crush them up, and what you want is a rough sand kind of texture. Time-lapse them getting... Our cookies are ready! They look good. Okay, now we're on to the stained glass detail, or the bottle brick detail. So now we're separating out our colors and making colored ones. Alright, now that the glass detail has been poured in, these go back in the oven for 3 to 4 minutes. And we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see if it worked.
Oh, so maybe it needs to go back in, huh?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, those look really good.
Oh my gosh, cool! It looks like these bubbles are settling down. Whoa! Sweet! That came out so cool!
We're going to be making some icing sugar, and as an egg replacement, we're using aquafaba, which is the liquid from a can of chickpeas. We have the liquid set on the side here, and then we're going to need some lemon juice. So we're going to start off by taking 6 tablespoons of the chickpea water. We're going to whisk up the chickpea water to make it frothy. Alrighty, I'm going to get the lemon juice ready so that we can add it while we are mixing the sugar into the chickpea water. Alright, so the icing is ready. It's nice and thick, and this is going to be the glue that we're going to use to assemble our house. No, wait, don't.
Okay, so assemble your piping bag. There's usually a piece that goes in first, and then you put the plastic sheet over. Then you want to fold it down over itself so that you don't get icing all around the edges. And then you just fill it in.
Okay, great. So we have our pieces and we are ready to get going. We are doing the exciting part of building. We're going to start with the back wall, which is the shorter of the two of these. So I'm going to put a bead of icing along the edge of the back wall. The two side pieces here.
This is where you're making sure it's trying to work. It's really nice to get it.
Oh wow!
Something like that.
Oh, I'm a very good sport.
So the next step is decorating, but of course you have to wait overnight for the icing to harden up. And so we've done that. Our icing is nice and hard and the glass looks great. We have a little headlamp inside, and we left the roof off so that we could put the headlamp in. We have some leftover icing that we put in the fridge and in a bag overnight so that it would stay nice and moist, and from here on out you could do whatever the heck you want. You could decorate it with the icing like a traditional gingerbread house, or
you could go a little crazy like we're gonna do with colored fondant icing and different candies.
we're gonna get to it. We're gonna do it super fast.
Wow, can't believe that only took 15 seconds.
That was easy. Alright everybody, so that's how you build your own off-grid gingerbread Earthship. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you want to make one, then please send us a photo. We love to see them. We have some of last year's submissions up on the website, and if you do want to make it, remember that there's a link in the description for your own free downloadable template, which you can print out. And if you want to learn more about real off-grid houses that aren't made of gingerbread, then be sure to check out Earthship Model Kit, which is a paper model buildable Earthship and a booklet that teaches you all about how these fascinating off-grid homes work. There is a downloadable ebook as well as a book that you can get shipped to you if you would like that. Be sure to check out the Off-Grid Guru, which is my new channel that I'm really excited about premiering in 2021.
Subscribe!
Subscribe, guys. Have a safe and happy holidays. If you like this video, then be sure to like and subscribe.
Come here.